This is the microphone, so if you speak into that, it'll be able to hear you.
Okay. What is this?
You don't have to yell.
I can't. What is this? My name is Saul Williams. I'm Saul Williams. Let's get started.
Today we'll be talking about the deity of Jesus Christ. We were going to jump around the entirety of the New Testament, but we'll only be working from the Gospel of Mark. I had to trim it down because the other episode was over a half an hour long. So, I'm Gregory Williams. I'd like to welcome you to the Armor of God. Let's get suited up. Okay, this is Mark chapter 14. We're going to be reading verse 60 through 64. And we're going to start with 60. The high priest stood up and came forward, questioning Jesus, saying, "Do you not answer what it is that these men are testifying against you?" But he kept silent and did not answer. Again, the high priest was questioning him and saying to him, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?" And Jesus said, "I am. You shall see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the power, and coming with the clouds of heaven." Tearing his clothes, the high priest said, "What further need do we have of witnesses? You've heard the blasphemy. How does it seem to you?" And they all condemned him to be deserving of death. I kept looking in the night vision, and behold, with the clouds of heaven, one like a son of man was coming, and he came upon the Ancient of Days, and was presented before him. And to him was given dominion, glory, and a kingdom, that all the peoples, nations, and men of every language might serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which will not pass away, and his kingdom is one which will not be destroyed. Jesus is crucified for very specific reasons. This being like the final straw. What got him there often was the disruption, but when he was there, what got that final nail ended was blasphemy. According he was who he said he was. So my understanding of blasphemy is there's very few ways to blaspheme. One, you can say that you are God. Two, you can say that you can do what God can do. This to me is a clear definition of Jesus saying that he can do, God can do. Mark, very important, first gospel. And in the beginning of Mark, it says, "Beginning of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. As it is written in Isaiah, the prophet, behold, I send my messenger ahead of you. You will prepare your way." The voice of one crying in the wilderness. Now let's go to the book of Isaiah. I have it pulled up on my phone here. This is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 3 onward. Now just hear this. A voice is calling, "Clear the way for the Lord in the wilderness. Make smooth in the wilderness, in the desert, a highway for our God." Now it's important. The Lord in here is all caps. And anybody who knows their Bible knows that when Lord is all caps, that's Yahweh. So I'm going to read it again. A voice is calling, "Clear the way for Yahweh in the wilderness. Make smooth in the desert a highway for our God." Now, Mark is being clear as day as to who he believes Jesus is right here. And throughout his gospel, he's using the prophets to clarify exactly who he believes Jesus is. So it's foolish for anyone to say that Jesus isn't called God anywhere in the Gospels. It doesn't call himself God. It's clear as day for anyone who's willing to read the text and understand the callbacks that are in the text. So I just wanted to stay in Mark for a little bit and read chapter 2, verse 5 onward. So, where are we? "And Jesus, seeing their faith, said to the paralytic, Son, your sins are forgiven." But some of the scribes were sitting there reasoning in their hearts, Why does this man speak that way? He's blaspheming. Who can forgive sin but God alone? Immediately, Jesus, aware of in his spirit that they were reasoning that way within themselves, said to them, "Why are you reasoning about these things in your heart? Which is easier to say to the paralytic, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or to say, 'Get up and pick up your pallet and walk'? But so that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sin," he said to the paralytic, "I say to you, get up, pick up your pallet, and go home." And he got up and immediately picked up his pallet and went out in the sight of everyone, so that they were all amazed and were glorifying God, saying, "We have never seen anything like this."
I wanted to do a wrap up. Hi, Toho. Come here. I wanted to do a wrap up, just to talk about just to go over what we were talking about. So we were talking about the divinity of Christ, and we were talking. We used the Gospel of Mark to do that. And Tohu was trying to drink my coffee. Yeah, we were talking about the divinity of Christ, and we used the Gospel of Mark to do that. We jumped around quite a bit, but just to bring things together. Mark uses the prophets to illustrate what he believes and who he believes God is. If you look into all of the times that he calls back to the Gospels, he's either talking about the Son of Man, or he is comparing Jesus to Yahweh. I'm trying to keep these videos under 10 minutes. It's a bit much, but by the grace of God, we'll have these out every week, and hopefully they won't be 30 minutes long like this video was originally. So thank you. I just wanted to see what it was like to do a video without a script, and this is the first one I did that with. There was a lot of ums and ahs throughout it, and a lot of gospel, which I never mind. I hope you guys don't either. I truly appreciate you. Tohu truly appreciates you. That's why he's making all that noise.
All praise and faith to his amazing grace. Brothers and sisters, pray for me as I pray for you. And as always, continue to wear